Hello, this is Breno from Dell Technologies. In this short video, I will demonstrate the backup and recovery of HDFS file system and HBase tables using Dell Hadoop standalone agent released as part of the PowerProtect Data Manager 19.15 launch. This is a standalone app agent that enables users to protect their Hadoop workloads by backing it up directly to their PowerProtect DD appliance. Let's look at some of the features of Dell Hadoop standalone app agent 19.15. Online backup of HDFS file system and HBase tables and namespaces, backup versioning and management, support for Kerberos enabled setups, MFR support between two PowerProtect DD appliances, self-service scripts for backup, recovery, backup management, and troubleshooting, retention log support on PowerProtect DD appliance. Next, we will look at the backup workflow where the HDFS data on the Cloudera cluster is being backed up to the target PowerProtect DD appliance. As we can see in the image, the backup process consists of 3 steps. The first step is the snapshot creation of the HDFS directory that we mentioned as the source. The second step is where the copy listing is done and the data is evenly distributed across the data nodes of the cluster using this CP and mappers. The last step is where we use DD Boost to deduplicate the data at the source and transfer to the target storage unit created on the PowerProtect DD appliance. After the initial full backup, we can perform subsequent level backups to transfer only the changed data since the last backup. The backup workflow will be similar with the addition of a snapshot difference report. Here, the new HDFS snapshot will be compared to the previous HDFS snapshot, thereby moving only the changed data to the PowerProtect DD appliance. In the case of HBase tables and namespaces on a Cloudera cluster, there are multiple steps that take place. First, a snapshot of the table is created. The export snapshot tool then starts the copy of the data in parallel across the data nodes. The last step is similar to HDFS, where DD Boost is used to transfer the deduplicated data to the target storage unit on the PowerProtect DD appliance. Now that we have glanced through the features and backup workflow of the Hadoop App Agent, it is time to run backups. The Hadoop App Agent will be available to download on the Dell support site. The link to the agent will be shared at the end of the video. To install the Hadoop App Agent on the Cloudera cluster, extract the package using the tar command as shown here. Before we run our first backup, we need to set up a configuration file which can be found under the installation path under the config directory. Look for the file dlpm-env.cfg. For this demo, we will be backing up the HDFS directory vdemo, which must be set as the HDFS source directory. The target directory for this backup on PowerProtect DD must be mentioned for DD target directory. We can also mention multiple HDFS directories using an input file. Another important parameter which is required is the PowerProtect DD IP and storage unit. This storage unit must be pre-created along with the DD Boost user account on PowerProtect DD UI or using DDoS CLI commands. We can also set the retention of this backup copy. In this case, it is set to 7 days. We also have other parameters which can be set like the CP parameters, retention log, Kerberos setup, and manage file replication, where we describe the replication PowerProtect DD details. For more information, please refer the Hadoop App Agent user guide. Links will be available at the end of the video. Next, we will save the DD Boost user credentials, which will be encrypted and stored using the command dlp-dd-config.sh. All the scripts will be found under the location /bin of the installation path. This is a one-time operation. Before running the backup, we must ensure the HDFS directory that we have selected can be snapshotted. We can run the HDFS command with allow snapshot option to enable this. We have now completed all the steps before the backup. To run the backup, we need to use the dlp-admin.sh script and use the backup option -v for HDFS and point it to the configuration file using the -z flag. We see here that the backup goes through all the stages that we discussed earlier in the video. For subsequent backups of HDFS, the backup command would remain the same. The Hadoop App Agent will automatically recognize if a full or subsequent backup is required by checking the target PowerProtect DD directory. The directory vdemo had 3 files and we see here that they have all been backed up successfully. Next, we will try to back up a HBase table with the name table1. For this, we need to go back into the configuration file dlpm-env.cfg. Towards the end of the file, we can see the section that enables HBase backup and where we need to mention the HBase table or namespace to backup. For this demo, we will be backing up a table but the Hadoop App agent also supports backup of entire namespaces, which could contain multiple tables. Similar to the configuration for HDFS, we need to mention the target directory to be created on the PowerProtect DD. Also, we can ensure that HBase snapshots are enabled from the Cloudera Manager. To run the backup of the HBase table, we need to use the command dlp-admin.sh and mention HBase for the -b option. You can see here that the backup of table 1 has completed successfully. Now that we have completed both HDFS and HBase backups, we can use the dlp-backuplist.sh command to list all the backups. Here we can see the HDFS and HBase backup along with the time, retention, and path of the backup in PowerProtect DD. To view the files under the path vdemo which was backed up, we can use the dlp-contentlist.sh command. This will list the three files, file 1, file 2, and file 3. Note that the content list command cannot be used for HBase tables. In this next section, we will be performing restores of the HDFS directory and HBase table that we backed up previously. We will also be using the dlp-restore.sh command to run the restore. For flag -s, we need to mention the PowerProtect DD full path that we can fetch from the backup list command. -t would be the target HDFS directory. Once we run the restore, it will use this CP to copy the files back from the PowerProtect DD to the target that we have specified. The restore has been completed and we can see the three files that were recovered using HDFS commands. Note that granular restore of individual files is supported for HDFS. We need to mention the complete path of the file using the -s option. Next, we will run a restore of the HBase table, table 1 that was backed up. The command to use is dlp-hbase-restore.sh. For -s, we will mention the table name that should be restored and -t will be the target snapshot name. Export snapshot tool will be used for the restore. For namespace backups, we can use the same command and recover individual tables under the namespace. We can also see the restored snapshot present under the source table, table 1 in the Cloudera Manager UI or using HBase shell. Note that granular restores are not supported for HBase. Links to the product page and compatibility guide can be found on screen and below. This was a brief demo of Hadoop App Agent 19.15 from Dell Technologies. Thanks for watching.